So I'm going to show you how to insert table right now. So to do that, you're going to tap on table and then go to where you have insert, or you can use this to insert just in case you're not doing something complicated. You can use this to insert the table, right? Ctrl Z to undo, or go here to undo. So I'm going back to insert. Now I have a particular a number of rows and columns I want to add. So I will just go to where we have insert here and then click on it, and then let's say I want 4 columns and then three rows. Okay, so what I need to do after inserting the numbers of columns and rows I want, all I need to do is tap on OK. Alright, so you can see my table has been inserted. So I can decide to type what I want on my table, and then go to home to format. You see, and then go to home to format and change. I can decide to change my font so you can see. Okay, going back to home again, we have pictures. You can decide to choose pictures. You have numbers of pictures there. Okay, you can decide to choose picture from your system, or you drag and drop. Okay, another thing I'll be showing you rather is shapes. Okay, with shapes you can get all the shapes you want. Okay, these are the shapes available for you here. Okay, and then we have charts. Another thing we have again is charts. Okay, you can see the various charts we have. You have the pie chart, the bar, the line, the area, and the rest of them. So you can decide to add a chart to your document just in case you want to. Alright, so we have screenshot. If you want to screenshot this page, you can do that here. Another thing I will be showing you is the header and footer, just in case you want to have a header or a footer to your document. All you need to do is come here and then add, right? So I can decide to add my header and decide to add something like this. Okay, so I have added header. I just added header to my. Okay, once you're done typing, all you need to do is come here to where it's showing header and footer, and then tap on it so that you can see the options, and then click on close. So you can see the header is quite different from the normal documents. Okay, so going back to insert, you can decide to edit your header and footer just in case. You can come here to edit, or you remove if you want. Okay, the next thing here I want to show you is page number. Okay, you can decide to add number your page. Okay, you have number style. You can see the number style here. You can choose either one you want. You can decide to choose the first one, so you can see the page number have been added to your document. Right, so you can see you have the page number. Notice that if you're using the page number, that means you won't be using the header and footer. Right, so you can see your page number here depending on the number of your documents. All right, going back, we have the text box. Okay, with the text box you can type inside. Okay, you can use the text box to type. Okay, simple text box. Okay, this is the text box, so you can actually type on the text box just in case you have an image on your document and you're finding it difficult to type on a particular place. You can actually use the text box to type. Okay, so now going back to insert, another thing I want to show you is the word art. So with word art you can see fancy text to use. Okay, so I think that's all you should know for now about using the insert option on your Microsoft Word. Going to design, you can see border. So yeah, just in case you want to add a border to your page, you can add by clicking on it, on border, and then come to where you have your borders here to select where you have your style here. Make sure, okay, this is none and this is box, just in case you want a box border or shadow, depending on what you want. Now coming to styles, you can pick a style for your border, and then once you're done picking the style, come here to where you have apply to, and then select the section you want to apply your border. You can decide to apply it to the whole document if you want, or maybe just the first page. Okay, so I just want to apply it on the first page, so you can see my border has been added. Okay, so we are in design, and the next thing we have here is page color. You can decide to add a color to your page. Okay, you can decide to add a color to your page. So I just added a color to this page, and the next thing we have is the watermark. With the watermark, you can add a watermark like this to your document. So you can see I just added a watermark to this document. Okay, I just added a watermark, and just in case you want to remove the watermark, you can come back to where you have design here, then go to watermark and then remove watermark. Okay, you can redo to bring back your watermark, then go back to you can go to custom watermark, just in case you want to edit the text. Okay, so now you can see our text currently here is confidential, so you can decide to put whichever whatever thing you want to put. So let's say I want this watermark to be real project. Okay, so now the size, I can choose a size, or I can leave it at auto, but I don't want to, so I'm just going to pick a size. And then the color, you can pick a color, you can make it black, you can make it white, depending on what you want. Now I just picked a color for my watermark, and then the next thing I want to do is apply. You can see it's very small. I can decide to increase it again, apply. You can just be applying before okaying, so that with that you can be seeing it from the background. All right, so you can decide to increase it again if you want. You can increase it again. Okay, so I say I think it's large enough. Then once I'm okay with what I have, all I need to do is tap on close to close this particular window. Okay, I think that should be all for design. Now page layout. Under page layout, the first thing I want to show you is page orientation. Right, tapping on page orientation, you can see we are on portrait. Just in case I want this document to be on landscape, I can decide to change it to landscape. You can see my document has been changed to landscape now. I can go back to portrait if I want. You can see the difference, right? So going forward, the next thing I want to show you under page layout is the size. Now the size, I'm using letter, but I don't want to use letter, so I will search for the particular size I want to use. Now I want to use A4, so I'm just going to come down here to where we have A4 to select A4. You can see the changes also, right? So now my document is on A4. Now we have columns. My columns, I'm just using just one column right now. So just in case you want to divide your page, you can decide to divide it. Now you can see we have two sections, this and this, right? So that's it for columns. I'm going back to one column. Okay, so I think that's all you should know about this Okay, references, mailings, you can just come here to check, but for now this is all you need to actually type, edit and format your text. Now the next thing I want to show you is how to copy and paste, which could be actually one of the simplest thing to do with Microsoft Word, or do on Microsoft Word. So remember, before you make any changes on your text, you need to highlight. So let's say I want to copy this particular text to another page. All I need to do is highlight the particular text I want to copy, and then go down to the next page. Going down to the next page, double tap. Remember, if you have a text box here, you might find it difficult if it's your first time to go down, to type down. So all you need to do is double tap down. If you tap once, you won't get it. You can see my cursor is down already. I'm going down to create another page, and then what I want to do is paste the text that I just copied. So to paste my text, I left click on your mouse, go to where you have paste. Okay, this is paste. This is the paste option. Okay, so that's it for how to format and copy and paste on your document. So another thing I want to show you about tables is that you can actually delete and also add table, just in case you added a table and you want to add another one again, you want to add another column again or a row again. All you need to do is go to where you have your table, and then left click on your mouse and go to where you have insert, and under insert you can see the various options here. You can see insert rows above, you can see insert columns below, you can see insert column to the right. So depending on what you want, you can see. Okay, so depending on what you want, you can just keep on adding until you are satisfied. Okay, so that's it for how to use Microsoft Word. And now the next thing I want to show you again is file. Left click on your mouse, is starting from file to view. So I want to save this document. So the easiest way to do that is just clicking on Ctrl S on your keyboard, but then you can use your mouse by going to file, where we have file, and then go down to where you have save as. Okay, we have save as. Now pick where you want to save your document. Let's say I want this document to be saved on my desktop. I'm just going to go to where we have desktop and select desktop, and then here I'm going to pick a name for my document. Okay, so I'm just going to type the name I want. Let's say I want this document to be called welcome. So, and then I'm saving it as Word document. Right, so just in case you want to save it as a PDF file, you can decide to click here and then change to PDF, but I don't want that. I just want document, Word document. So it's on Word now, and the next thing I want to do is click on save to save my document. Now my document has been saved on my desktop.